started like a whole movement. It was Factory Records. It was
move your body, move.
Yeah. So I've been listening to.
How did he die?
He actually
needed the money.
Gayness.
He had been suffering from cancer for a long time, or at least it had been diagnosed for like 4 months. He had some.
This is way too slow on that one. That's all I was thinking.
The iPod.
He had some sort of special medication that was way too expensive, and he's like a socialist, so he wasn't he didn't have any like health coverage or anything like that. So a lot of the bands put together money to get him this drug, and he was actually doing well with it, and he just had a heart attack.
Oh, that sucks.
It was not even the cancer that killed him.
What type of cancer? Did you say?
I think it was the hole in the back of his throat cancer.
Yeah, disease is awesome. Disease is great.
You might have cancer. That looks cancerous.
What, my lump on my wrist?
That nut on your wrist.
Could just cut me off right at the arm.
You would lose your tattoos, though. You would have to...
Yeah, I know, because they're so sick. I got such sick mint tattoos. Just so you know, I have a lot of tattoos on the forefront. I've been talking a lot about it. I would say by the end of the year, my goal is to have at least 4 or 5 new tattoos. I don't know if I could convince Dave to come into the studio again to do them here, but I got to go. First of all, I got to get my Best in Show colored in.
Yeah,
are you going to get it colored in?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm going to get a couple of our friends' names on my inner biceps pretty soon, but the big one that I'm really focused on, well, I also have to get the Dolphins tattoo on my arm this year because I have to get it before they win the championship.
It's going to be jinx.
Well, I don't want to. Yeah, I know jinx. Did I get it 14 years? 33 years ago, the last time that they won a championship. But I got to get it before they win, so I don't look like I'm jumping on the bandwagon. I got to get it in advance. But but more importantly, the thing I'm psyched about.
You got time.
Is the thing I'm psyched about. I can't believe Brian just talked sports. That was awesome. That was the closest to Brian talking sports we'll ever get on the show. But after watching the show LA Inc. and thinking about like people getting tattoos and thinking that's so important and careful and they're just huge things to get, I'm psyched because I want to get. I'm obsessed. I want to get a lion
with the wing, right?
Here's the thing I'm really into. Well, a couple of years ago. Wait, no. What was the thing I was saying? Instead of here's the thing. Oh, that's right. Here's the thing. I'm gonna get I wanted to get a lion on my arm, wearing a what do you call those?
Tuxedo?
No, the other thing.
Ascot.
A wife beater, like a tank top, with a pair of long shorts, like jams, on my arm, sitting in like a chaise lounge, like a nice, comfortable chair, with a table next to him. And on this table, he'd have a tall, refreshing glass of iced tea. Unsweetened, of course. Because if they tattoo sweetened, I'll ask them to cut it off my arm. But, and they're on, like, he's on, like, a, like, what do you call, like, one of those things?
Lazy Susan.
No, the other one.
A spice rack.
A yellow raft. A yellow raft. That's what it's sitting on. And then he's going to have a fishing pole in his arm. And the fishing pole says, I want the line to be going down my arm, and at the bottom of my arm, I'm going to have a nude scuba diver about to bite on the hook.
Scuba diver or driver?
No, I can't talk.
Scuba diver.
I only want to be on talk radio. Why would I be able to talk? So it's going to be a lion.
Keith's a scuba driver.
Exactly. About to drink his iced tea on this nice table, fishing for a scuba driver or diver. Who's nude, obviously, and looking like kind of confused, holding his hand over his mouth like, am I about to bite on the hook? That was what I was originally going to get. And it was a joke from a couple of years ago, about the same time that I decided on getting my Super Jesus tattoo. That was when that was the plan. So then this week, after watching LA Inc., I was thinking, like, yeah, it's cool. So I thought I wanted to get a lion with wings fighting.
A griffin.
No, a griffin is a lion with an eagle's face.
Oh,
an eagle's wings. So yeah, everyone says the same exact thing. They say, "Oh, a griffin." No. I want a tiger. Excuse me, not a tiger.
Sorry,
a lion.
I didn't mean to be so predictable.
No, you and everyone else.
So
jerks.
ordinary.
But I got to be honest with you. I thought the same thing too. I was like, "Wait, is that a griffin?" And then I looked into it. It's not a griffin. And he died this week. It's sad to say. But so a lion with wings. Kind of almost like, what do you call those things?
Swimming pools.
No, exactly, a Pegasus.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of a Pegasus, it's a lion. And at the same time, I want to get him fighting with, what do you call those things?
A unicorn?
Exactly.
I got
a
that right?
lion with a unicorn's horn fighting against a lion with Pegasus wings. But the lion with wings, I want to be biting the face of the lion with the Pegasus horn. And then I want a word cloud above his head, or maybe a thought cloud even. I don't know if he's going to actually say it out loud or if he's thinking it. And in that word cloud, it says face.
You got to lay off the World of Warcraft for like a little while.
So then the big irony of it is he's saying like it's like a double entendro. He's saying to him, he's like, in your face, I'm winning this fight, and your face is in my mouth.
This is very intricate.
So then I took it and said I'm going to incorporate the two ideas into one. So now I want a winged lion with wearing a wife beater fishing off of an orange raft or yellow raft for a naked scuba diver. But now the naked scuba diver will have a Pegasus horn on his head.
In the chat room, Bourgeoisie recommends that the lion have butterfly wings.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Like a monarch.
See, I'm thinking, could that work? Then
Well,
maybe,
of course it wouldn't work.
but then maybe
It'd be too
the
heavy.
maybe the scuba diver will have regular Pegasus wings then.
Maybe if it's because it's your tattoo, it should have fairy wings.
Wait a minute.
You really going to get this?
I'm 100% going to get, because it's honestly like I've been going over and over again, and I get things that are normal tattoos.
I don't like it. Get
and-
the Johnny Three Legs, man.
Oh no, I'm getting that too. That's on the list. But I want to start getting really stupid tattoos.
That
I
is-
I want to get the most ridiculous things I could possibly get.
That is ridiculous.
I mean, I think the Pegasus, or maybe it just gets to the point that I just get a Navy SEAL on my back with a Pegasus horn out of his head. Like, the evolution is only something that exists in my head, and it just becomes ridiculous. Like a dude with, maybe I just get a man with wings and a horn coming out of his head, standing next to a tall glass of iced tea as tall as him.
That Jesus tattoo you have is the most and I know, isn't there a story behind that?
No.
Weren't you going to get something else
No,
instead of the...
I wasn't even getting tattoos.
No, I was saying for the Jesus tattoo. Weren't you going to get something else instead of the Superman?
Yeah, well, because the way that at our buddy Ron and Dave's tattoo shop, our buddy Dave, where you can check him out at myspace.com. Ron and Dave's, I believe, is the way. You just go to myspace.com/bestinshowradio or something like that. I don't know, the one on our website, and you can look at it. But at his place, he has like the Brooklyn Jesus, as they say, which is kind of like an old school Brooklyn Jesus tattoo. Mm-hmm. And he's opening up his robes to reveal the Sacred Heart on his chest. And the way that he was doing it, it looked to me like he was like revealing himself. So I was torn as to whether I was going to get him opening up his robes to show the Superman logo, that he was really Superman, or a set of breasts falling out.
Woman's breasts.
Yes, obviously. Well, those are the two things that I was torn between which one I was going to go with, and I went with the Superman logo. Instead.
Why? You thought it was a little bit less risque?
That's not so much risque. I think it's more apropos that it's a ridiculous fake superhero fantasy dumbness.
Who did the tattoo?
Just like your Lord and Savior is.
Who did the tattoo, Ron or Dave?
No, neither. That would be Chris. Chris did.
Did you tell him what you were going for, either the Superman or the breast?
To be quite honest, our buddy John from the band Den of Thieves is actually the one that actually really started drawing it up for me, and then Chris took it from there, and we went with that one.
That's great.
Yeah,
Don't get the lion one, man.
I'm definitely going to get some sort of lion or some sort of screwed up something. I'm definitely going to get a lion or some sort of screwed up something. That's where I'm at.
You've got enough of the screwed up some things there.
I think the tattoos need to get progressively more ridiculous. And like I'm saying, lions, tigers, bears, oh my, it's going to be all over the place. It's going to be a terrific thing that I'm excited about. I just want to thank everybody for being involved in this stupid massacre that is Best in Show.
I can't believe I lasted.
Hey,